Why is it that in a city known for iconic skyscrapers and cutting-edge architecture, one building has spent almost a decade in limbo? London is no stranger to towering landmarks, yet the rise of one undershaft, the proposed tallest skyscraper in Western Europe, remains elusive. What's keeping it from breaking ground? And why is building big in London so difficult? Let's unravel the story behind this controversial project and its long road to construction. Imagine standing in the heart of London's financial district. Around you, the city's skyline is already peppered with skyscrapers. From the unique curves of the Gherkin to the angular peak of the cheese grater, these iconic structures define the square mile. Yet, right in the middle of this architectural feast lies an empty space where one undershaft is supposed to stand tall, matching the height of the Shard at 310 meters. But why, 8 years after approval, is there still no construction? To understand, let's go back to 2016. It's a time of global shifts. The Rio Olympics are captivating the world, and political campaigns are heating up across the Atlantic. In London, the city's decision-makers were giving the green light to one undershaft, designed to stand at 305 meters and change the city's skyline forever. The building's cross-bracing design earned it the nickname the Trellis, promising to house more office space than any building in the UK. Fast forward to 2023, and plans were tweaked, pushing the height to just under 310 meters. But despite these revisions, the project has been hit with delay after delay. What's going on? London isn't an easy city to build in. From strict regulations to a deeply rooted historical context, any new skyscraper must navigate a maze of red tape. And one undershaft is no exception. At the heart of the resistance is a combination of public and regulatory concerns. For one, Historic England, the public body tasked with protecting the UK's heritage, has raised red flags about how this massive structure could overshadow some of London's oldest landmarks, including the churches of St Andrew Undershaft and St Helens Bishopsgate. But that's not the only problem. A particularly polarizing feature is the building's terrace, lovingly, or not so lovingly, dubbed the yogurt spoon by critics. This projecting platform has become the symbol of the pushback, with opponents fearing it will cast the historic St Helens Square into permanent shadow. For a space cherished by locals as a bright open spot in the heart of the city, this change is far from welcome. Yet, London's growth demands more office space. With its increasing workforce and the constant pressure to remain a global financial hub, something has to give. For many, one undershaft feels inevitable. But with every new hurdle, the timeline gets pushed further into the future. The project's architects, Eric Perry Architects, have had to make significant adjustments. In July 2024, after a lengthy debate, the city's planning committee requested more minor amendments to the design, hoping to address some of the complaints about public space and light. These changes are expected to return to the planners soon, raising the question, could 2024 finally be the year construction begins? But even if the planners give it the green light, the process won't be quick. Before any construction can start on one undershaft, the existing St Helens Tower, which has stood since 1969, must come down. This 1960s skyscraper, built with a concrete core and suspended steel trusses, poses its own engineering challenge. The entire structure will need to be dismantled floor by floor, a delicate and time-consuming process that could delay the start of the new building. So, what's the vision for the future? Once complete, one undershaft will offer 74 floors of office, retail, and public space, including a 42-meter-high raised garden and an education centre developed in partnership with the Museum of London. At the top, the UK's highest public viewing platform will provide 360-degree views of the capital, giving visitors a chance to take in the city from an entirely new perspective. It all sounds like a dream, but for many Londoners, that dream comes at a cost. There's no doubt that London is a city constantly in flux. From its ancient Roman ruins to its ultra-modern skyline, the balance between preserving the past and embracing the future is always delicate. This tension is nowhere more evident than in the case of one undershaft. On one side, you have the city's need for growth and modernization. On the other, the desire to protect London's historical integrity. This balancing act is made all the more complicated by the sheer number of skyscrapers planned for London's future. Over 600 are currently in the pipeline. But even if one undershaft does get approval, it's unlikely to be the final word in the ongoing debate about London's skyline. Each new tower adds to the growing conversation about what the city should look like, how it should grow, and what it should preserve. And as we move into the future, that debate will only get more intense. So, while one undershaft may eventually rise, it's clear that the story of London's skyline is far from over. Thanks for watching, and until next time,